It's going to be fascinating. I mean, one of the things I want to bring up, because this is the Mindset Podcast, and we do talk about some pretty out there things, and I want to know if there's any significance in the date. October 31st. Now, we all know of, the occult and the shit that goes on behind closed doors. And I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds ramblings of a mental case. But we all know that this shit happens. There's a lot of dark, satanic bullshit that goes on. And
I can't wait to see the memes.
But choosing that date, as soon as that was announced, that, they're leaving on the 31st, I was like, oh, that's curious. What do you think?
Yeah, obviously they are occultists, the elite, the Illuminati. They are black magicians. This is why I believe they chose May the 1st for Tony Blair to take power. May Day, Beltane. Yep. It's an ancient pagan holiday. He became prime minister on that day, and as we've seen, Tony Blair caused a massive transformation of the country during the time he was prime minister. He's prime minister for a very long time, and what he's done. I mean, it's really terrible damage he's done, actually, in all kinds of ways, getting us into wars, destroying public services, things like that. And we now have Brexit on Halloween, which again, I wonder if that's significant. I really do. I don't know for certain, but it's Halloween, of course, is another of these ancient holidays. Well,
why Halloween? Why not like October 25th or November 8th? Why Halloween?
It was a date agreed by the European Council, the Council of European Nations, in late April, just before we were due to leave the European Union the first time, and it was delayed. They said I don't know how they calculated it or how.
So what do they just like? You drop a pin on a fucking calendar? I mean, do they flip a coin? I mean, how do they choose these dates?
I know that they said that they would only give one extension and then that'll be it. And I mean, I think I detect a slightly different tone than Reeves, actually. I think at the highest levels of the EU, they know they're in trouble. It's not just Brexit; it's the whole empire is teetering at the moment. I mean, there's independence movements in all the member states. There's terrible financial troubles in the Eurozone. The whole agenda is in big trouble to create the European superstate, and I think in the European Commission, they are thinking of a fallback position now. The fallback position would be to let Britain go to save the rest of the empire, and I think if they hang on to us, we may be more trouble than we're worth.
The empire.
One of the reasons I think that they were willing to renegotiate now and open up the avenues to talk to get some sort of possible deal is because we are the second largest, importer of goods through via the EU. So those countries out there need us. And once we leave the EU is going to say, oh, well, you cannot deal with this. You have to have special tariffs now to deal with these countries. You need to go through us. And we're going to be like, well, no, we don't need to do that now because we can deal with these countries directly. And they're being like, no, you can't because they're a member state. So you have to go through us because we're in charge now and we govern them. We decide what.
And what the UK needs to do, in my humble opinion, is to get the fuck out of Europe, right? Either get rid of the royal family completely or severely fucking cripple them as to what they do. Get rid of all these fucking dopey laws about freedom that people can't say shit or post stuff online, and get their ass in gear and start manufacturing shit again. That's what they need to do. They need to focus on freedom, end corruption, and fucking get their shit together. And if they do all that, I might even consider moving back.